Hi and welcome back to Scrappy Happy. I'm here today to do a quick video to show you a mini album that I've not just completed, I completed about a week ago, but I'm coming on now to show you. I've not been on YouTube for quite a while because I've been making a lot of albums, so I'll show you this album. It is a wedding themed album. It is 8.5 by 6.5 with a 3.5-inch spine, and it is following the Shelley Gargle tutorials. This paper, what I've used, she did it on a different album, so I've just used the same paper from one of her albums and then the techniques from a different album and so on. So here is the album. It is called Happily Ever After. On the front I've used some pretty lace down the side, some trim, some flat back pearls and some of this diamante trim, and then I put some pearls in each of these corners. And then on the binding I've used this really pretty embellishment, put some ribbon down the side, and if you can see, it's got a really nice tinsel effect to it. Now that is the Mod Podge, this one, Mod Podge Sparkle. So I used that for that, and then I just wrapped this piece of lace around it, and then that's the back, plain and simple. And then for the ribbon closure, I've just attached it with this, and then again this. Now the paper I used for this, 1 minute, I'll just go and get it. I actually don't have it on hand. It is by first edition, and it is the Promise paper, and it is really pretty paper. You can use it for a wedding or you can use it for something else. I did this butterfly and this butterfly, die cut it out and then used some silver distress ink, and then use some silver stickles and some ice stickles to create this effect, and then put that cut 3 of them pieces off and then just attached it on there. This is a handmade flower, and you'll see a lot of these throughout the album. I've made a lot of my own. And then these flowers are just a little cluster of flowers, and I have distressed them and glittered them all up, same again down here. And then I stamped this on some pearlescent paper, and then I put it on a die cut frame, and then I embossed the sentiments with some glitter. And then this actually opens up like that, very easy, and you can put a photograph, or it would be nice to put a nice photograph of the bride and groom here, and then write some details of the wedding date and whatnot here, and that's magnetised. Right, so I'll just open it up and then slide it down to the first page, and then I will sit down and go through it with you bit by bit. Right, this first page is exactly following Shelley's tutorial. Some of my homemade flowers again. These are the larger ones and this is a smaller one. I die cut them out, laid them, manipulated them to create that effect. Some flat back pearls down there, and this is magnetised. And it opens up like that. A nice opportunity for a photograph here, and again here. And this is textured paper. This is a side pocket, and I have put some pretty lace, some flat back pearls, and some of this really pretty lace. I'll just zoom in a bit so you can see it. And then here is a tag, which is just some invitations that I just cut the invite piece off and then just backed it on some black cardstock, and it has like a lovely foiled effect onto it. I don't know if you're seeing this right, I'll just have a quick look. So here we go, that's that, and that's the foil effect you get from it, and that slips into that pocket. And then again this opens up like that. Another cluster of the flowers I made, and a butterfly, some lace, did a border punch, and then you got 2 large photo mats in here, and I stamped on this one saying wedding. And I've not put any paper in the background because I just thought it's not necessary. And then again here I cut this out on my die cut, and it says I love you, and then backed it, did some layering, and it looks really nice. Some lace, some flat back pearls, some flowers, and then this lovely little cushion with a ring on. It is really heavy, this scrapbook. Then in here you have two big photo mats, and this has just got a little pull tab, and this says happily ever after, another stamped image. And then this paper in the background, if you can see, it says cherish, love, it says bride, groom, wedding, and etc, and etc. Then in Shella's tutorial she shows you how to make, not in the one for this, but in the wedding one, she shows you how to make these wedding dresses. So I did one of my own, and I'll just zoom in so you can see it a bit better. And I just layered several pieces of different laces, an applique piece, and then just some flat back pearls. Now this template for this I did cut out myself, freehand. In the background I have done a border punch, layered some sequins, stamped this out with my alphabet stamps, and it says dress, and then just gone over it with some stickles to give it a really nice shimmer. And then done some of my flowers, and this is a little ring in a box. And then you have two very large photo mats, and I stamped this lovebird stamp, and they just slide right back in there. Now this has got tons of opportunities for photographs and journaling and whatnot. Right, so I'll show you the next piece. This is fold up, and then it is just a pocket, some of my flowers, trim, then two photo mats in there. I've done a lot of stamping, die cutting, making. The works have gone into this. It's absolutely crazy how much I put into this. And then another flip out here. You can't see it as much. Another cluster of flowers that I've done there. Two more photo mats, and then here is a little side pocket. Opportunity for two photo mats. And then in here you can put some. I've just layered some lace and then some diamantes just to add a glamour effect, and they slide right back in there. Then I put a little, you can use this for a photograph, just a little bow, lace bow, and then some trim and a flat back pearl, and then again there. Then this page is a pocket page, a large one. This is a die cut what I have, just done some layering, some more layering of some handmade flowers, put this pretty lace here, and it has two large photo mats in here. Now every piece of pockets and tucks and whatnot in this can fit a lot more in them. I just haven't because it's quite bulky as it was. This next page, it just has two pockets. It has this one here and then a large one here, and then two little photo mats. Again, I've done the love die cut there, a handmade flower, some lace and some diamantes. Then I stamped this out with my alphabetical stamps, groom, and then give it that glitter over it. It creates a really nice effect. So I dedicated this page to the groom and this page to the bride. And it has two large photo mats. Just pull them out. Another one of those beautiful images, and then this one, and then again bride, two of my handmade flowers, some pretty lace, and some flat back pearls. So that page is dedicated to the bride and that page to the groom. Oh, and down each gusset I have put some of the paper. Right. Then this one is a large page. I've used one of these beautiful pieces and then done some bows. Then I used my corner punch to create this lovely effect. Then on this flip up I have put some beautiful lace there, and this folds up once, and then that's just plain like that for a photograph. It says wedding day, then that folds down again, just plain for a photograph. And then it has again another side pocket and fold out, just another one of these beautiful tags, lace and diamanted trim, and that folds out. Some more flowers, a border punch, and a tag what's stamped on wedding. And then you can put a very nice large picture here, and that folds back up ever so simple like that. And this page is a double pocket page, two more of my handmade flowers, and they have all been distressed and glittered up, as you can see there, and another one of my homemade flower butterflies, sorry. And this is a large pocket, can come down through the bottom and the top. You've got 4 large tags. This one says happily ever after, and this is also a pocket as well. So you just put all them back in there together. Then this is a large pocket, and this is one of my favourite pages. Put some of this beautiful wedding applique down here, and one of my handmade flowers, some more of this beautiful trim, and my handmade flowers cluster there. Then this houses two very large photo mats, stamped again, and this is very lovely. It's very textured paper. Absolutely love that page, turned out really well. And then this page is just another pocket again. So as you can see, it's just been border punched there, some of these trim, and I just put some flat back pearls in the centre and some of my flowers again. And then it just houses two of my very nice large tags. One says wedding and one is just plain. I really did enjoy working on this album. I've done a lot into it, put a lot of effort into it, so it took me a while, but I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Then this page is a fold out. And I've just done a nice border punch there. Not border punch, die. Then put some flat back pearls, and it says always and forever down here, but that bit got cut off. Houses a large photo mat again. Then a side pocket here. It's got some diamond trim, some of these handmade flowers, and then this large houses two photo mats, and then you can put a nice big photograph there. Then this page is a copy of Shelley Geigel's Exactly, except from I've just done a little different piece inside. I've done this with a magnet. Done my border punch going all the way down. This is a beautiful trim, and it is a pocket, so it houses two large photo mats again. Put them back, and then I've done a cluster of my flowers, handmade flowers and a butterfly, and then this is a negative piece from this piece here. So I thought I'd make it look like an upside down love heart. I thought that was cute. Opens up. They're all double sided. Again and again. And Shelley Geigel on this one had a pocket, but I decided to put mine down here, and it houses just a little tag there. Pulled that back up, and then onto the last two pages. I left simple because it was getting very bulky. I just fussy cut this image out, backed it on some black cardstock, did some of my handmade flowers and this butterfly, and just put a large photo mat there. And then this one, what I did was, this is a box. Now you can fit about 50, well not 50, I'll say about 30 to 40 4x6 photographs in here. So I thought after you've completed all this, and if you couldn't fit all your photographs in, which I think you could, this is just there for added photographs. You can just open it up and slot all your photographs in. You can even put a photograph here, and it's magnetised. So you can fit about 30 to 40 photographs in there, what are left over. So it is chunky, as you can see, but once it's been fastened up, it's perfectly fine. So I'm back again in the next video to show you a Graphic 45 album that I've completed. And I'm working currently on a little girl album here. So I'll be back again soon to show you them. So thank you all for watching. Scrappy Happy.